let's talk about Netflix's latest, and the first, apparently, Norwegian werewolf movie to ever exist, Vikingulven, starring Liv Mjolnir, one woman from another Scandinavian movie that was absolutely brilliant. I will be doing a quick recap and review of this film, so obviously there will be spoilers ahead, so take note. Originally titled Vikingulven in Norway, I hope I pronounced that right, it follows a piece of Norse mythology about a giant wolf called Fenrir, the son of Loki. As legend goes, a group of Vikings invaded Normandy, pushed their way past every line of defence to find a dog trapped in a basement, and despite the warnings and cries of local people, they unlocked the door, were all massacred, and released not a dog, but a hound from hell. After this opening sequence, we cut to present day, and we meet Tala, a 17-year-old who's moved to a small town called Nebo after her mother, Liv, got a new job in the police. Or was it because Tala killed someone? Because she does mention that to some people and we get no further mention of it. Also, her dad is dead, which they also seem to be saying is a reason for them to move there. But yeah, they're in a new town for one of multiple reasons, and she sneaks out to meet a friend, Jonas. And Jonas leaves her on her own with a couple of people while he goes off with his ex, Ellen, and basically, in the woods, Ellen gets attacked, bitten and dragged into the darkness. Tala and Jonas are witnesses to this, and the film takes a painfully obvious turn. Side note, I absolutely hate spoilers, like any kind of spoilers. Like, I don't watch trailers, and that's because of the typical things that were given in trailers. Every single time, every single trailer, you see the best bits of the film you're about to see. So after watching this film, I did watch the trailer, and guess what? We see hints of Tala seeing strange things and having like bite marks on her shoulder, and basically you absolutely know that she's gonna turn out to be the werewolf in the trailer. And watching the actual film, it seemed even more obvious than it would have been in a trailer. It's glaringly obvious that she's going to become the werewolf. The police come to the crime scene to investigate, and obviously Tala's mum is leading the investigation, and she finds Tala, but Tala won't talk because I think she's in shock or something. But the police find a giant claw that looks like it came from a wolf. But everyone, it's way too big to have came from a wolf. But it has to have came from a wolf. But it's not came from a wolf, so we can't search the forest until we confirm that it is from a wolf. Hence, Mr. Vetman comes to the rescue. It's from a wolf. To be honest, I'm taking the piss a little bit and picking out what I can that is silly and unnecessary from a relatively well-produced film. They find Ellen in the woods and she's been brutally dragged across the forest floor for a long time. Nobody can explain the bite marks, scarring, cuts and missing arm, but a random man called Lars comes into the police station warning about werewolves. Entirely impossible to believe him though, because well, is this a trustworthy face? I'd simply say no. Here you. Take these silver bullets and make sure you accidentally put them in your pocket just in case they might work. You might need these later. Wink wink. Meanwhile, Tala's sweating one out at night. She's hallucinating more and more, and oh you got a wound on your shoulder. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen to you. Wonder what you could be going through. Followed by aggressive teenage leave me alone, mum. It's just glaringly obvious. She's having dreams about floating and being covered in blood, and when she's awake she's hallucinating and hearing Ellen call out to her from the depths of the forest. Like, so yeah, long story short, and her mum, crazy Lars and this guy go on a hunt and end up capturing, sedating and keeping werewolf Tala in a coma before deciding to shoot her in the brain with a silver bullet. Or did she? Hey! Yeah, it's got one of those typical open-ended final sequences that just feel a little bit outdated sometimes. But it was very easy to pick apart and choose faults with. There was a lot left. Like, I found that there was loads of unanswered questions. How did Tala's dad die? Why did they move to this town? Like, there's barely any character development, and some might like that, but it wasn't too great for me, to be honest. Besides these points, it's a film that you can just get whatever you expect out of. You can enjoy it for the CGI, the realism they managed to achieve with the gore, which there was lots of, by the way, or the backstory, lore and background. Like, it's genuinely nice to see a piece of Norse mythology told with the authenticity of a Norwegian accent, location and setting. And with the runtime of an hour 37, I think it just hit the mark, and any longer it could have been boring, but they kept it short and sweet, and well, everything was good. Well, things were good, apart from this transformation into a werewolf. Like, pretty good or pretty bad. Like, I can't tell whether it's good or it's bad.